We got to make sure people are clear. We got to make sure people understand how this works. At the end of the day, that's up to who? Okay. Project. What's the most important position to help a new promoter hit?
Director.
Why? Because they get paid.
Motivation.
Therefore, their mind says, hey, this works. Their belief goes, their motivation goes, and they want to do
More.
What's the customer equivalent of Rising Star? What's the customer equivalent of Rising Star? What's the customer equivalent?
Project 10.
Wait a minute, answers are always on the slide behind me. What's the what's the customer equivalent?
Project 10.
Guys, think about this. A new customer gets started. They got a big goal. They want to lose X amount of weight over 90 days or a couple challenges, big goal. And that can be the big goal. But when they lose the first 10 pounds, in their mind, now they're saying, hey, this works. Their belief goes, their motivation goes, and they want to do more. Guys, Project 10 is the same psychology to a consumer as Rising Star is to. I'll tell you a story about a little over 4 years ago. In 2008, started in 2009. Company hit a recession, going backwards. All of a sudden, myself, Nick, and Ryan saying, we got to do something. This is not going the right direction. We booked a week down in a hotel down in La Jolla. We said we're going to lock ourselves in a room and we're going to ask ourselves every question we can and figure out where this goes. One question we asked ourselves was, what's the core driver of the business? What's the one thing that if you can only focus on one thing, if there's only one knob that you could turn, would move the entire business, the entire deal? Really key question, really simple, but we didn't know the answer. All right, what's the one thing? Is it new executive promoter systems, new BMWs, number of ambassadors, number of challenge parties, new promoters, new customers, right? Number of 3 for free. There's a lot of things to focus on. Pulled out all 5 years at the time worth of data, every single number, sat there in a room with everybody on our team at the time, digging in, trying to figure out what's the one thing that moves our business. A couple days into all of that, all of a sudden, like epiphany, hallelujah, lights go on, angels start singing, boom, there it was, complete clarity, consistent month after month, year after year, the one thing that if all we focused on moved the entire business. And that one epiphany was helping a brand new promoter hit the position of director. And from that epiphany, we created a program called Rising Star, where we created an incentive. It was simple incentive, simple communication to focus everybody on helping every new promoter hit the position of director in their first 30 days and earn the title of Rising Star. They didn't know that that was the core business driver, but the program and the recognition and the incentive pointed everybody there. Matter of fact, a lot of those slides that showed you at the start of all the growth in the last couple of years, guys, a lot of it was from that one epiphany, one idea, that one single focus on helping new people become Rising Stars. Why do I share with you that story? Because Project 10 is one of those epiphanies. Okay? Project 10 is one of those epiphanies. In my opinion, I think it could be a bigger epiphany than even Rising Star, because do we have more customers or do we have more promoters?
Customers.
More what?
Customers.
A lot or a little?
A lot.
Because I'm telling you, I know it's hard to see when it's just getting started. Some of you guys are starting to see it. All right, how many of you guys think it's pretty cool that last week we gave 10 people $1,000, right? Right? And the week after, another 10 people, another $10,000. Or this Monday, another 10 people, another $10,000. We've had over 6,000 people submit their I Want It videos. Over 600 people have already lost 10 pounds, submitted their I Lost It video. Guys, over 600 people have already submitted the videos of losing 10 pounds. This program's been around a few weeks. Give this thing some time. Watch what happens when all of a sudden there's thousands and thousands and thousands of I Lost It videos. Thousands of people saying, I'm on the Body By Challenge, I just lost it. Funny bathrooms, funny video, funny feed, funny camera work, real people, right? Saying this works. All of a sudden, every week you got 10 people, saying, I just want $1,000. 10 more people, I just want $1,000. Guys, real quick, we're going to have dozens and then hundreds of all of these videos, right? With people that are dropping 10 pounds and getting $1,000, that are getting shared all of it. You think people hate us on Facebook now? They have not seen anything. Because we will generate more views through community videos. People dropping weight, stepping on scale showing the world than anybody that advertised on the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago. Think about it. We'll generate more views probably in the next couple months than just people from our community telling their real results and their real stories than any Super Bowl advertisement. Millions and millions and millions of eyeballs will generate. Guys, who can do that? Who can go out there and mobilize all these people to go out there, record themselves, go public with their goal, right? Document their progress, post it to the world, inspire others. Guys, there's only one company that I know that could possibly pull that off, and that company is what?
Us.
I'm telling you, the 90-day guarantee, if done right, will bring people in your business at faster paces than you've ever had before. Project 10, if implemented correctly, will create a movement in your business if you get this a part of your culture. But the only way it's going to become a part of your team's culture is if it starts with who? Starts with who?
Me.
Am I in the room with the leaders of Maine?
Yes.
Am I in the room with the leaders of the Northeast?
Yes.
Guys, it starts with you. How many of you have actually, scary question, who's uploaded their I Want It video? Give these people a big round of applause. I see I lost my t-shirt. Is it still in there? Is anybody in there? I saw one here tonight, right? How many of you guys, is there anybody in this room that's actually lost their 10 pounds already? If you guys have people in your team that have already lost their 10 pounds, right? Because that's awesome, right? And the fact that that's already happening is going to be awesome. Here's the whole irony of the whole program. We're going to give all this money away, right? $10,000 a week, which do the math, that's over $500,000 a year just in those bonuses alone. I think there's going to be more people that lose more weight just for the stupid t-shirt, right? It's going to be a really cool thing. Get this into your business. But that starts with who?
Me.
Get all the details for Project 10. You should know by now. They're at enter.buy.com. Videos submitted by Thursday can win on Monday. It works just like the normal weekly cycle. Okay? All of the details are on there. I'm not going to go through all the minutiae. Quick question though. How many chances does someone have to win when they submit their video?
10.
I'll give you the answer. Okay. It's not just one. Someone enters a video, they actually have up to what? 10 different weeks that they can win. That's customers and promoters. As long as they're on auto ship. Retention. Okay, as long as your customers are still ordering the kit, they can have up to how many chances? 10. Okay, details at enter.buy. There is a process you have to help people record their video. There's a reason why we do these bullets. There's a reason why we say, hey, I'm on the Body Weight Challenge, I'm on Project 10, I want to win $1,000, drop 10 pounds, step on the scale, step off the scale, and you can do it too. The reason we ask people to follow the bullets is we know millions of people are going to see these videos. We want millions of people, all their family, all their friends, all the YouTube world, all the Facebook world, all the Twitter world, everybody that sees these videos, they're all going to know. Body Weight Challenge, like win $1,000 for dropping 10 pounds. Wow, this actually works, right? And get the invitation. Hello. Guys, we're going to go out there and create a movement with these videos, but we got to get people following them, submitting them, and that starts with who?
Me.
Starts with who?
Me.
Can we do this?
Yes.
Very simple. There's all details on enter.buy. By now, you should know all these resources, everything at new.buy.com. Master the message, know how it works. How many of you guys like the new challenge party video, right? So we're getting some great results. Focus back on the challenge, focus on the product, focus on the results. Again, conversions are through the roof. How many of you guys like the new video on your promoter websites, right? We're getting some great feedback on results from all of that. Byline's been updated. You should have had the successful mailer hit your mailboxes over the last week. New DVD, you notice, was in there, right? Yep. So you got 100,000 promoters now. Everybody that was BuyNet Pro or BuyNet Swipe has that new Challenge Party DVD. Hopefully by now everybody in this room has seen the new Challenge magazine. You guys like the new Challenge magazine? Great brand. What I love most about it is it's real. You flip through that thing, 140 pages, and it's all real people. Like, it's crazy to have that. You guys are wrecked? You guys have been there? Or does somebody say what page? I knew you would know. All right. I'll sign it. Guys, what I love about this stuff, 140 pages, looking that great, no stock photos. You might find 3 stock photos in the whole thing. It's all real people, real results, our community. What I love also about it is it's a new strategy. This is important. Last year, we launched the Challenge magazine for the very first time. There was no business in it. First time a company in this industry had ever launched a tool that didn't talk about the business. People thought we were crazy. But it worked. It turned out to be a great tool to get what? And if you wanted to get promoters, you used the other magazine called Success at Home, okay? Which was great. It worked. Moving forward in this year, one magazine, one message, okay? One magazine, entire message. Here's the mission that we're on. Here's the company. Here's the challenge. Here's Weight Loss Fitness Active. Here's 3 for free. Here's how you can promote it. It's the entire presentation, A to Z, in one magazine. So it is a one single simple tool. How many of you guys like the one magazine strategy? Okay, use it. get this in the market. Obviously, this is on newsstands right now. It's on newsstands through this month. You guys should go, check it out, take the pictures. It's obviously huge authority. And companies don't do their own publications, their own brand, all over newsstands in North America. That's just not normal. Okay, and that's something that we have as far as this month. If I were you, I would narrow down my tools in my group to these things. I'd say if you're handing something out, it's the new magazine. Okay? If you're sending something to a website, it's your body on a website with a new video, and you have to make sure people are pressing play on the new DVD. This is scary. You guys ever play telephone when you were kids? You guys remember that game? Like I whisper something in your ear, go up and down, up and down. By the time we're back over here, it's like totally different. Okay? You're about to play a very important game of telephone. You guys in this room are the leaders. Most of you haven't mastered the message. It's been around for a couple weeks. Go check with your group. Because I guarantee you what they're doing and they're saying. Same thing. How many people are pressing play on old challenge? How many people are handing out things that are now old messages? Because I know there's stuff out there. And I'm not saying it can't work. I mean, it can work. You can sign somebody up. But since the launch of the new challenge, all of that now is off what? It's off message. Guys, the new challenge is the number one message we've had. It's the number one message in the industry. And if you or your team are not using all of that, they're at a disadvantage. You know, Abe Lincoln, I'll use the old cliche quote. He said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I'll spend the first 4 sharpening my axe. Because the axe is your message. The new challenge is the sharpest axe we've ever had. You got to empower your team with that message. Faster you do this, faster your results you're going to see. If I were a leader, I'd be like, this stuff's implemented, this stuff's out, this stuff's in. Rule with an iron fist. You got to get everybody on message as fast as possible. Can we do this?
Yes.
Can we do this?
Yes.
Am I in a room of the leaders of Maine?
Yes.
Last couple things, guys. Pools, you know, are in play. How many of you guys liked the first couple pools? These things, this is amazing. Okay? New message, best message we ever had. Here are the tools, right? Ammo for the message. Here's the pools. Incentive for the message. Driving the behavior. Guys, that's the approach, right? Everything's in alignment. Everything works together. Pools, by now, everybody should know, are real simple. They're all in full effect on the new pools. You got 2 pools, 1% each. Rising Star and 3 for free. Rising Star, to earn the pool, you become a? It's a Rising Star pool. To earn the Rising Star pool, you become a? Rising Star. And you help other people become a?
Rising Star.
Okay, real simple. 3 for free pool. To earn in the 3 for free pool, you must first qualify to get your product for free. Now that only gets you access. You don't get paid for qualifying to get your product for free. That's how you get in the pool. You got to hit direction in your first how many days? 30. Which means you got to get your product for free in your first how many days? 30. This is important. You guys, this is important. You start a brand new promoter today. They have to know that they have how many days?
30.
To go rising and get the product for free. Or they never earn in the pools. Never's a long time. Okay? You want people earning those pools. 3 for free, right? Rising Star, first 30 days. Okay, once you get your product for free, you got access to the pool. But to earn in the pool, you got to help other people get their product for free. Personal customers, personal promoters. Bigger the kit you help them get for free, the more you earn. If you help them get a balance kit, you earn the pool. If you help them get a shape kit, you earn more. If you help them get a fit kit for free, you earn a lot more in the business. That's how the pools work. Okay? Very simple. I'm going to point out, guys, kind of state the obvious. If all you did was duplicate the pools, you would build a perfect business. Because if you got your product for free, that means you have how many customers? And if you became a rising, that means you have how many promoters? And if you help all those promoters get their product for free, they have how many customers? And if you help all your promoters go rising star, they have how many promoters? And if all those 9 people got their product for free, you guys, you build a perfect business. You build a perfect business without knowing the comp plan, what the levels are, how the ranks work, how the structure works. You could know nothing if all you did is help people get their product for free and go rising star, product for free, go rising star, qualify for the pool, qualify for the pool, qualify. If that's all you did, you guys, your business would build perfectly and your residual income would be absolutely through the roof. Do a 3 by 3 by 3 analogy on everybody having 3 customers. Guys, it's absurd in terms of your monthly residual income, what that comes out to. And I just put that in perspective because you got to keep it simple. You got to keep it what? Simple. Focus on the pools. Pools drive behavior. If you focus on the pools, you're driving the right behavior, you're driving the right message. Can we do this?
Yes.
Can we do this?
Yes.
You guys have until the end of the month for the free for free. If you didn't qualify last month, we gave all existing promoters ample time. We said we'll give them all the way to the end of February. But I promise you, at the end of February, you need to have your product for free, which means also all of your promoters need to have their product for what?
Free.
There will not be an extension. Okay? I can say that because I'm the guy that makes the extensions. Okay? So there's not going to be an extension. So I'm telling you guys direct, as the leaders up here, this whole month, you should be, if there's a promoter in your business, and they're serious, they're active, you got to get them the product for free so that they can earn the pools moving forward. Got it? Got it?
Yes.
Last couple of things here, guys. You got a new free report that Aldo and his team put together live on Vinet Mobile, live inside Vinet. So that way you know who to focus on, you know who to help. Focus on that, help them get them for free this month. So why are we doing what we're doing? Last couple of things I'll share with you guys and we'll wrap up. The reason that we're bouncing around these countries is really twofold. Number one, I told you already, right? It became very crystal clear to myself, Nick, and Ryan last year that we're doing great, but we can do better, right? We're making an impact, but we could lead a solution. We could lead it. When I say that, guys, that's not me closing out your challenge party to sign up a customer. That's the mission. You guys get it? You get it?
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, that's the mission. And I don't know about you. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do as a career or a job or a profession, but to be a part of something that literally 5 years, 10 years, however long it takes us, you could say you're a part of a community that solved humanity's number one problem. Like, that's time well spent on this planet. Would you guys agree with me on that one?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. And I promise you, if you keep that in your mind, you keep that in your heart, your conversations are at a different level. They're at a different level. I mean, if that's the filter that you're going into your challenge parties or you're talking to that customer, if that's really your intention or your motive, I'm telling you guys, sometimes it's not just about what you say, it's about how you make people feel. Does that make sense? And if you understand what you're a part of here, it's just a different level of energy when you're out there promoting the challenge. It's not about the bonus on Monday. It's not about shiny black cars as much as you need wicked seat heaters. Okay? Is that the right context? I get it.
Kind of.
Wicked good seat heaters.
Wicked good.
Wicked good seat heaters.
Yes, but it's got to be about something else. And hopefully that came across clear. And I want you guys as leaders, because I'm in the leaders of Maine, right?
Yes.
I want you guys to understand that. But the second reason is this right here. The second reason we're going around, we're meeting with every RD and every market that we can, is because we understand that we're not going to get this message, the best message we've ever had. You guys, we're not going to go out there and reach all of our existing promoters, let alone all of the new people we got to get to in the Founders Tour. Might get in front of 30,000, or so. We got 100,000 active promoters. So the only way that we're going to get the existing army marching to the same beat on the number one message we've ever had is through who?
Us.
Through
Us.
Because we can, right? It was a great room tonight. It's a small room tonight. I know there's more promoters out here that were in the room. Through your guys' organizations. But they're through your organizations. So I need to call on you guys as leaders to, number one, master the
Message.
Own it, right? Own it. And then drive that message in the organization. Here's the message. Here's the vision. Here's the tools. Here's what we're pressing play on. Here's what we're marching. I'm not going to ask you guys to fly around North America. I'll be honest. You guys, I love spending time with the leaders. I love putting faces to names. I love seeing the passion. I love hearing the stories. This stuff's fun. Waking up tomorrow morning, repacking, hopping on airplanes, unpacking, checking in at hotels, not knowing what city you're in. That sucks. Right? But the reason we're doing it is because we know this is what we need to do to go to the next level. This is what we need to do to take that 1%, take it to 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we need to do to make an impact. This is what we need to do, guys, to help the Visalis community. And I'm not going to ask you to do the same thing, but I am going to ask you to do your part. And as a regional director, your part I'm going to ask you to do is 10 challenge parties. How many? 10. How many? 10. The way we figure is if every RD we're in front of does a minimum of how many?
10.
We'll reach our existing community and a whole lot. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do and commit to, this is a serious request, is commit to doing at least how many? 10 challenge parties between now and the end of the month. which means tonight, tomorrow, you're going to go through your group. And I'm not asking you to do anything you shouldn't already do for your own business, right? But go through your group. Who you helping run a Rising Star? Who's a promoter? Who's engaged? Schedule challenge parties. Force the calendar. Fill your calendar with a minimum of what?
10.
Can I get your commitment to do that?
Yes.
Can I really get your commitment to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, when you go to foundertour.buy.com, you're going to notice a button you might not have seen before. There's a button that says RDs plus tracker. Okay? It's a little cool technology that our CTO put together for us. Click the button. It allows you to go out there and actually insert all the challenge parties that we're doing as leaders throughout North America. Guys, there's no reward, there's no bonus, there's no accountability. We're not going to call and yell at you if you don't do them. It's purely because we need to know who we're getting in front of, how many people are hearing the new message, what leaders and what regions are really penetrating this new message. So I need you guys to schedule. I need you to go click the button and somehow just fill out the information. Take you a couple minutes. Very simple. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, myself, Nick, and Ryan have a side bet to see whose markets insert the most challenge parties. I plan on winning that bet. So can I count on you guys?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
What's the prize?
Foundertour.buy.com. Foundertour.buy.com. Show them that I my job out here for you guys. Minimum of how many?
10.
You guys round it out. Here's what I'll tell you. Some of you have been with us for less than a year, some of you have been with us for less than 2 years. Now, at one of the markets, one of the leaders pulled me aside at the end of the presentation of a prospect that's kind of looked at this industry for a while. It's kind of watching us. He pulled me aside and he said, like, I got to ask you a personal question. He said, is there still opportunity here? And I'm like, hello, are you listening to anything that I'm saying? But I want you guys to understand, the numbers I showed you at the forefront is what we've done in 3 years. 3 years. 3 years ago, guys, we were starting from scratch. Challenge was an idea. It's an unproven model. 3 years. Go ask most people where they were 3 years ago. How many of you guys would realize that most people are in the same place now that they were 3 years ago? Because most people's lives don't radically change in a 3-year period. But in 3 years, we took an idea, showed you all those numbers, all that growth, all that in 36 months. And here's the scary thing about those 3 years. I look back at where we're at right now, because the last 3 years, foundation building. The last few years is the foundation. That's where we're at in this story. Okay? That's like chapter 1. That's the foundation of where we're going. What have we done the last 3 years? We figured out what works. We figured out what doesn't work. And a lot of times figuring out what doesn't work is more important than figuring out what does work. We figured out what programs drive behavior, right? What messages go out there and stick. We built the largest database of 98 transformations ever assembled. We've studied it and we figured out how do we help people succeed even more? What do we focus on? Behind the scenes, stuff you guys don't see, right? It's been crazy. 3 years ago, probably less than 50, 20 employees. Up to now 500, 2 new facilities, right? Millions of dollars in technology. Because we have millions of dollars in a wicked phone system. Who spends millions of dollars on telephones? My soundless. So we can answer calls 24/7 from all around the world with unlimited scale and be a forefront innovator. Investing in technology. Investing in leadership, executive team, management, people that have done this before, building all of that stuff that you guys don't even see. Because we have teams, we have international teams that have been working 1.5 years on the future of Visalis. And you don't even see, you've never been here on the call. They've been working 1.5 years on where we go next. Out in the field, the leadership coming together. Right? What I love is watching the dynamic of our leaders. It's unique the way our leadership gels. Everybody on one message, one system. Unheard of in this industry. At the size we are, with the personalities we have and the money people are making, by now there'd be so many infighting, this, egos, right? I'm doing this. We don't have any of it. You got one unified team that's uncanny. Talk about a testament of culture. You got stories all across North America. You guys, all that was the last 3 years. Foundation. If we've been able to do that, go from nothing to where we are in 36 months, And now we have everything that I just outlined plus a whole lot more in place. What the heck do the next 36 months look like? Woo! Hello? Hello? Because I'm telling you, the difference between successful entrepreneurs and the rest of the world is you gotta have a little bit of vision. A little bit of faith. You gotta be able to look and stop for a minute, stick your head up, look into the future. If that was the last 3 years, and history is a pretty good indicator of the future, what does next year look like? What does 2 years look like? What does 3 years look like? And you guys, this doesn't grow linearly. This grows exponentially. People go, are you scared of going global? Like, are you scared about that next step? No! Were you listening to where we came from? Hello? That was the hard parts. This is the fun part. Does that make sense to everybody? Hard part, fun part. Foundation, future. Okay, this is where we're going. Next 3 years, you guys in North America alone, in U.S. and Canada, we're less than 1%. I think we could take that to 2, 3, 4% in the next 3 years. If all last month, I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but we grew 150% of new customers last month, which means if all we did was continue at that pace throughout this year, we would more than double the amount of customers that we put last year. If we did 1.5 million last year, that put us at 3 million this year. Hello? If we did that the following year, that'd be 6 million. The following year, we did 12 million. You guys, you take markets like this, those stories, the leadership that's built, you take rooms of 100, you turn them into rooms of thousands, you do that all across North America, we can literally shift percentages here. You know, one thing that's been Scott asked me, what are you noticing at the Founders Tour? What I'm noticing most is how much freaking opportunity there is. You guys, I'm in rooms in small markets like this, 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, with millions of population and a few hour radius, and looking in rooms of regional directors, right, where you're sitting in a room of a few dozen people. We call that what?
Opportunity.
Not to mention that we're, 5 weeks away from announcing our next country overseas. Those of you guys that are with us at LA National Success Training, we'll have some news for you. By the way, are there problems overseas? Same problem. You guys, by the end of this year, we'll be in a couple countries all throughout Europe. There's a reason we're focused on the Latino initiative, right? Ramping everything up in Spanish, because it's inevitable that once we have a few dozen ambassadors that speak Spanish, we'll probably end up heading south. Don't know when, right? But we'll be there for sure in the next 3 years. Next 3 years, we'll probably start our foothold over Asia in the next 3 years. You guys realize 3 years from now, there'll be people in this room that pull out their BuyNet mobile, right? And they have promoters and customers joining in countries they've never been to in languages they don't even speak. The sun will not set on your business. You're going to sleep, other people are waking up. They're going to sleep, you're waking up. Guys, that will be the future of some of you guys in this room. Can you see it?
Yes.
Like, I'm talking to our leaders in the room, and it's so cool. I see Jeremy, Jeremy in Maine. I see Scott. You guys aren't from Maine, right? We talk and we say, oh, see you at NST, see you in LA, or hey, we're hanging out in Aruba, or we look at it right now. It's like the country's our playground, right? At a leadership level, you see people all over the place, and it's like normal. It's like what's that in 3 years? Pretty soon, it's like Scott, I'll catch you in Amsterdam. If I miss you there, maybe in Sydney, right? We'll grab some bite in Paris. That's real. And that may not be the lifestyle that all of you guys want to live, but that will be the lifestyle of some people in this room. That's going to happen in the next 3 years. Yes, 3 years from now, you look back and be like, I remember we were in a room in Maine. It was wicked cold outside. Like 2 dozen people sitting in a room, regional directors. Blake said that would happen. You're right. I remember when we only had 15,000 BMWs. I remember when these people in here were only regional directors. I remember. You guys, those will be the stories. But you got to have vision to be able to see that. Does that make sense? Last 3 years, foundation. Next 3 years, this is where you're from. And I urge you guys to understand, use the vision of tomorrow to create urgency within you today. Because if that's what it's going to look like for somebody, why not be you? Why not? It's going to be somebody, and that person is no different than you. They don't have any more skills, they're not any smarter. They just maybe had a little more heart and a little more work. That's the only difference in this place. Why not me? And I promise you, if you get that, the vision that we're marching to, we're the solution. We're the what?
Solution.
And the pace at which we're going, and the pace at which things can happen inside the bias by sound, it's like time warp in this business. You watch what happens to people over such compressed time periods. As I'm telling you, you'll wake up every day a little bit different. You won't hit snooze 18 times on the alarm clock before you roll out of bed. Right? You wake up every day, your passion, your intensity, your conviction, all of that stuff will be at a whole different level. There won't be people that reject you or tell you no because they can understand you're on a mission, you're here to help, they want to be a part of it. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
So, that's my call to action. Let's get on message. Master the what?
Message.
Minimum how many challenge parties?
10.
We're going to win the bet, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Take that to your organization. Because we got a couple weeks until NST in LA. We got a lot in store for that. Plenty of time to really get some things ramped up on your message and roll with a bunch of people out there. I'm telling you, it's going to be an event of all events. I appreciate the leaders for putting on tonight. Tonight was a great event, but I think it's time to kick it up here in May. Right? I think you guys have a lot of people to help. I think you're the right people to do it. We got the best message we've ever had to bring to the market. Now it's just about implementation. Got it?
Yep.
Got it.
Appreciate you guys. We're a wrap for tonight. Thank you guys for hosting a great event, and we'll see you Thank you for my wicked crab t-shirt.